What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another vlog. Today I have come over here to Camp Rivendale here in Beaverton, Oregon. It's also called I think it's Jenkins Estate. So it's a park. I have been here before, but it's been like almost a year, I think, since we last been here. So I decided to come over here and just check it out again. I hope you guys are doing great and come along with me at another vlog. So right when you enter the park, right here, right behind me is a playground for the kids to play. A typical playground here for the park. And then right here, they have a bench here. They also have this big field right here if you guys want to lay down on a sunny day. And then over there is the bathrooms and also like a little canopy where you could get like do birthday parties and stuff like that. All right, so we're gonna start getting into my favorite part of this park, which is basically the trail. So there's like a little garden, there's a house, there's like almost like a Japanese garden type of thing here. It's very, very nice. So I'm gonna start heading that way. Alright, we have stepped into my favorite part of this park is when we get here. So the park with the playground was just right up there. We came over here and this is where the garden is. I'm gonna show you guys that in a little bit. But before that, they have this little cool thing where people put rocks right here. But they put rocks and they're like decorated, painted. Some of them have words on them. And I think it's just a really cool thing. And here, it's a typical thing here in Oregon to have these little libraries, tiny libraries. And basically, if you want a book, you could get one and you could trade one of yours for one of here. You could find some of these all over the parks here in Oregon. Well, this is very fitting. Garden walks, because we're about to go into the little garden here. Well, these are really, really cool here in Oregon here. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have that in your state. All right, here is the garden here. It says, welcome, enjoy the garden. Please close the gate, or please do not leave this gate open. All right, let's check it out. That was the little garden here at this park. It was a nice little garden, nothing big, nothing too fancy, but it was a nice little garden nevertheless. But now I'm gonna start heading on a trail. But first, this house, I don't know if someone lives in it or someone lived in it before or what it was. So you get a little bit closer and check it out here. Says welcome, face masks are optional, gatehouse to be used for third programs only. So it might be, oh look, they have this little shoe cleaner, but I guess this is what they use for some events sometimes. Let's go over here to the front, of the house, and over here they have two little picnic areas. It looks for kids. Oh yeah, this is the front of the house here. So I guess they use this house for some events. This is third-party events that happen here. All right, let's go continue on the trail. I just gotta say, Oregon could be so beautiful. Right behind me, that path right here. It's like, when it comes to fall, perfect. It just looks really like something you would find like in New England or somewhere, like in New Hampshire. But anyway, now we're starting in this little trail here. Let's see where it leads us here. This is just beautiful. Wow. Look at the amounts of leaves on the floor. This little bridge here. Probably one of the top spots here in this park is this little trail. Now this is just like a little loop and then it takes you back to the main trail. But this is a beautiful, beautiful place. It's like all shaded with trees, a bunch of leaves. It's fall perfection. And I say it's one of the best ones because my favorite part of this park is coming up. And it's where like it kind of looks like a Japanese garden type of vibe. I'll show you guys that in a little bit, but this is really nice as well. All right, let's get back on the main trail and continue the tour here of Camp Rivendell. So I believe that you could host some weddings here. I'm saying that because I think I read it somewhere, and also it's the perfect spot. Right here, this little venue right behind me. It's a beautiful spot for a wedding reception, and then you get this view. It's beautiful, so I'm sure that you could probably host some weddings here. And this building actually is called Lolomi, which meaning peace and quiet, which in my opinion is the perfect name for it, because that's all you get right here is peace and quiet and a beautiful scenery right here. Even have some fairy lights right here hanging up. And this place at night will look beautiful. Like I said, for a wedding reception, this place will be a really, really nice spot. They actually have the windows open. Let's check out inside and see what's inside. Oh yeah, I think somebody had a wedding sometime long ago. You guys can see a table in there. It's hard to see with the glare. And it has this big kind of wraparound porch. Another window here. So you can probably see it better right there. That table. And then it looks out to this. It's not a bad spot if anyone's looking to get married and want to do it in Beaverton, Oregon. Check this spot out. All right, so that was the first building. We have another building over here, and after that we'll make our way to my favorite part of the park. So this is the stable. Oh, these doors are huge, probably like 8 feet tall. Could barely reach to the window, but yeah, there's nothing in there. Whew. It's very hilly here, I would say that. So it does give you a workout because there's big hills everywhere. Okay, we're stepping into my favorite part of the park. Check this out. Favorite area, and although yes, the waterfalls are not on, we don't have that running water sound, relaxing sound, it's still very peaceful. It's so quiet here. It's probably the quietest area of the whole park. It's very fitting because it's the most beautiful part. You know, one thing that I feel like we all do this, right, where if we live in a place where that's where we live, we're locals, right, we start taking whatever's around us for granted. We don't really care for what's around us. You know, like if like for example, for me, living here in Oregon, we have nature all around, and sometimes we can start taking that for granted and wanting to go to other states and other places. Nothing wrong with that. But I feel like sometimes we take what we have around us for granted, and a lot of people would love to have nature like this, right? Or people that live in California, Florida, they have beaches that we don't have, right? They have the sunshine that we don't have. They have other things that we don't have, and the locals over there, they probably take it for granted because it's like the everyday thing. They see it all the time. And over here in nature, I see it all the time. So sometimes I do take it for granted, but coming out to a place like this, it reminds me, it's like a reality check. You know, it's like awakening call, like appreciate where you are, appreciate the things that you have, you know, that your state offers you. Let's continue up the trail and basically on the last leg of the park here. Leaving my favorite spot right there. Coming over here to show you guys this tea house. And I guess it's just like a, well, like an empty canopy really. But it's nice. Maybe this is where if you have tea, come in here and just have some tea with your friends. You know, just, I guess, lean against these and just sip away. Beautiful, beautiful place though. If you guys are ever in the Beaverton, Oregon area and you guys want a park where you could just take a walk and be surrounded by beautiful nature, I recommend this park, Camp Rivendell, here in Beaverton, Oregon. So as peaceful as this park is, there's still this abandoned, old looking building here that makes it look spooky, you know? Everything else is beautiful, everything else is like picture perfect. And then right here, we have this abandoned building. I don't know if it was a house at some point. I don't know what it was, but check this out. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's abandoned. Telling by how dirty the windows are. Right here on the door, the windows or the glass on the doors, you can see spider webs right there. I don't know if you can see inside. Let's see. It's basically empty. But yeah, this is like I don't know what it was. Like I said, I'm not sure if this was a house, building where they did, you know, like an office or something. I don't know. But it's just sitting here. And compared to everything else, it's kind of like doesn't fit in this park. Going back into beautifulness. Is that a word? Beautifulness. But going through this little path that has like kind of like trees going like an arch. It's called rhododendron path. I think that's how you say it. Rhododendron path. Finally made it back up. I got lost. I took like a path out that was gonna take me back here, and actually U-turned me, and it kind of detoured me back to where we were, to the garden. It was just a mess for like 10 minutes, but finally got here. But that's gonna conclude this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.